course, and buffering. What's going on, folks? What's going on?
What's up? Young day, the Negroes.
Tonight we're not whispering, we're not playing polite. We're standing in the middle of a geopolitical earthquake and asking the question nobody wants to ask out loud. What just happened? What does it mean for the world? United States struck Iran, not a proxy, not a militia, not a warning shot. Iran, a nation that has been locked in cold hostility with America since 1979, since the fall of the Shah and the rise of the Islamic Republic, since the chance of death to America echoed through Tehran, and sanctions became a permanent feature of diplomacy. That wasn't a tweet, that wasn't rhetoric, that was force. Precision strikes, calculated execution, strategic measuring, a show of power, designed to say, man, you messing me up with your laughing, dog.
Man, fuck that. Yo, I'm stopping you. We gotta stop this madness, nigga.
What?
You sounded like a preacher that was going on a rant, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Man, I'm just reading a monologue, dude.
I know, nigga. But, yo, you could have just came in like you started. I'll be real with you, bro. You just came in and it's like, well, God said you gonna get the you gonna go there. We gonna do here. The Lord Jesus said.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Now I've wasted 5 minutes of my time.
Oh my God.
Fuck it. I don't even want to finish it now. It is what it is now. It is what it is. How y'all doing out there?
I'm sorry, yo. It was just, I was like, the whole time, I was like, oh, why this nigga sound like he preaching? I thought you was about to see, God came, he took the rib from Adam, and he made Eve. And I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. It's all good, bro.
No, but that was good though, bro. You sound like you used to be like a deacon or something?
No, never. Not a deacon. Maybe one of them. What you call it? Intercessors, but never a deacon.
My bad. You sounded like Tommy Sotomayor. That's what you sounded like.
Tommy Sotomayor, man.
Yeah, you sounded.
That's crazy.
Man, that is not an insult.
I didn't say it was. I don't consider it an insult at all.
Because I thought you was about to start cooking. I thought you was like, man, these 304s ain't shit. Your mama raised a hoe.
I could rant on that. Man. I really could. Well, folks,
it's been crazy.
It's been crazy. Just like he said, it's been crazy since the weekend. If you've been living under a rock, and have not understood what's been going on, or have not up on times, our crazy ass president said, "Fuck it, the time is now."
Donald John Quavius Trump.
Yeah, he definitely John Quavius Trump. This nigga spun. Do you realize this nigga spun the block? No, he spun the fucking block, Max. No, remember, didn't we bomb their nuclear facilities?
Yeah.
And exactly. So this nigga spun the block, bro.
Nigga, Trump did more than spin the block. This nigga did a drive-by 3 times in a row.
I know, right? And you know what's crazy? They haven't even got to the worst of the bombing yet. This was just this opening salvo was nothing, dude. They said.
Oh no, it was
10%. 10%.
Motherfuckers gotta see. Here's so how you feel about the whole Iran shit? How you feel about
How I feel? I'm not a person that promotes war. I don't think war is a good thing, but I think it's a necessary thing in certain circumstances. So because of the fact that and really being a citizen that voted for leadership and us not being at the level of I don't know what level it is for clearance that they use now, but it's like all you can do is trust your government at this point because
it, dog?
it's not like you're gonna fucking do anything about it.
So
You know what I'm
all right,
saying?
let me give you my opinion real quick, and you might be able to agree. The reason why I said Donald Trump just did a drive-by 3 times in a row, and once this nigga shot first, they emptied clip, they went down the street, reload, bust a U-turn, and went back.
Empty the clip
Then,
again.
then went back to the end of the street, and they did that shit 3 times in a row.
Best believe it. Best believe it.
So, and this is the reason why Mark Rubio, he's going to go down as one of the best Secretary of
States of all
Defense.
time.
Yeah, Secretary of the States. Pete Hegseth.
Probably gonna go down as the
Salute.
best secretary of war.
I think Trump
One
administration
time.
gonna go down as one of the greatest
Best cabinets.
administration
Yep.
at home. Like in my opinion, because of the fact that all right, under the Pete Hegseth Secretary of War, with this whole Iran situation. All right, let me give you the rundown because I've been looking at the military maps and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We have complete aerial superiority under Iran.
Yep.
Not aerial dominance, but
Superiority.
Superiority. So dominance basically means it's like 60. We have controlled 60% of the airspace above Iran.
Yeah.
Superiority is basically
We can fly over that bitch however we want to, whenever we want to.
We basically we got no more of our B-1 bombers are in, our B-2 bombers are in now, and everything under that can just fly. We just basically got 20% left to remain, and honestly, those are drones, and I think the Leonidas system has taken out half of their drones. So half of their drones, like I think they're down.
And if you didn't know, the Leonidas system is the one that we reverse engineered from their fucking drones.
So with the then they have Coyote missiles. So basically, by the time this morning,
and Tomahawk cruise missiles, they've been using Tomahawk cruises.
So basically, by the time tomorrow morning when you wake up, not only have we probably have majority of all of their, probably they will have like 10% of their drones left, but we have destroyed their navy. They have no more navy. They have no more air force. So all you motherfuckers who are fans of the F-14 bombers, the F-14s. I'm sorry, guys. Those are the last ones in history. Say goodbye. We're gonna take a moment of silence for the F-14.
The Tomcats? You talking about the Tomcats?
You remember Top Gun? The plane.
You talking about the Tomcat? Yeah. The Tomcat. The F-14 Tomcat.
No more F-14s, bro. No more.
I thought Turkey had a few of them.
No. F-4. The United States bought all them bitches just because Iran's jets of choice. So the United States owned and destroyed every last F-14. The last ones left on Earth were in Iran, and they're fucking gone. So R.I.P. F-14 Tomcat.
Wow. Never be another one made, folks. And folks, by the way, just so you know how we're going to watch a video and let you know exactly why you being an American citizen, you shouldn't be worried about shit when it comes to any other nation on this fucking globe.
Real quick. Let me just finish real quick. So they have no more navy. All their navy warships are gone. Not they have nothing left of their navy. Their air force is done. Aerial defense systems should probably be done by this. Nigga, I'm thinking 2 weeks. 2 weeks. A new regime should be coming in within the next 2 weeks or three. Like, nigga, when I say that this is too
You say
either
2 weeks, I say a week.
either like the reason why I'm saying 2 weeks, nigga.
You're
I'm
being
just trying to
reasonable.
be. I'm trying to be reasonable, nigga.
Yeah, you are
I'll
being
be
reasonable.
honest with you. If
It don't look
United
like no
States
2 weeks.
wasn't graceful the way it was, nigga, United States was like, yeah, we're gonna
If
go
the
ahead
United
and
States
send.
was an Islamic state, bro, there would be no world right
Oh
now
yeah,
because we
the
would have
same
probably lost the
niggas,
damn nuclear.
the same niggas who got Maduros, the same niggas who's about to be boots on the ground.
Yeah, that's what they said. But here's the crazy thing, right? These idiots, these Iranians, I can't say Iranians because the Iranians, we're not fighting Iranians. We're fighting the Islamic State or the Islamic Republic of Iran, which is
No, we're
not the
fighting their
same
we're
as the
fighting their
people.
regime.
Yeah,
We're
we're
fighting
fighting the regime. So these idiots decided, well, since everything's going down, we're just going to launch rockets at everybody surrounding us, everybody in our area. To me, my opinion is they're like, fuck it. We know we're going down. We know we're not going to live through this shit. So let's just play with these toys that we've been waiting to shoot for all these years. We just going to shoot everything.
Yeah,
And these
that
dumbasses
shit.
don't realize fucking Saudi Arabia now said, fuck it. We're going to go boots on the ground on your ass. Qatar as well as UAE. All three of them motherfuckers said, look, you know what? We're going to boots on the ground your ass. And then guess what? Pakistan is even talking about doing something nuclear.
No, Pakistan ain't stupid.
No, they're not stupid, but they've mentioned it. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? We don't want to kill the
Pakistan,
people. We're just doing the regime. We don't want to kill. Pakistan just wanted an excuse to use some shit.
Well, Pakistan already have declared war on Afghanistan. Like
Yeah, they sure have.
like a week ago.
They should be thin. They should be ran thin right now.
Because you gotta remember this is part of the Abraham Accords, and Iran was the only country, if I remember correctly, did not sign the Abraham Accords.
Exactly. So everybody's gonna go against them.
I'm not a war hawkish person. I agree with this because honestly, this is this has been a 40-year war that has been like Trump.
It needed to be done, bro. It needed to be done. If you think about it, who has been supplying Hezbollah and Hamas and the Houthis with their backing? Because you got to think, Hezbollah and Hamas actually have a person on the council for the Islamic regime of Iran.
So
they have
Iran, let me break it down to you. So 9/11 happened. Iran tried to basically put intelligence out there to make it seem like Saudi Arabia had something to do with
that shit. Yep.
And it made it seem like Saudi Arabia had something to do with it, but it was actually, those people were like they were. Iran was using those people because they're Saudi Arabia and they're easier to make it to the United States than anybody from Iran could. Right? So that is just my opinion. That is not fact. But that is my opinion. But also, Iran, they have been literally like, there's one thing U.S. and Israel is just doing the fighting. But all those countries who signed the Abraham Accords was like, basically, no, fuck that. These niggas got to go. Fuck it. Wow. They fired at us.
They got to go.
Fired back that. Then you have bitch ass countries like Spain.
Yeah, Spain's a bitch ass.
Talking
We
about
cut off trade with
getting,
Spain. We cut off trade with Spain. He actually. I got a video on that too. He said, "Fuck it, we cut off trade with Spain. Spain is not doing good. Spain is. We're not dealing with them no more."
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with
He
him
said that
because
shit.
honestly, because Trump could have been like, you know what, we're gonna land there regardless. What the fuck you gonna do?
He
about
said that shit. He said that shit out his mouth. That lets you know how gangster our president is. Like, if we were to land in Spain's bases, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? Nothing.
it? I honestly, ladies, to all the ladies out there, I think this shit gets pushed back. A woman president, 30 more years.
Pretty much. You might as well forget that shit.
Because I ain't going bullshit. It's the balls this nigga has displayed. I'm like, damn, nigga, fuck
He
yeah.
displayed a whole lot of balls.
And Big
Whole lot of
Marco.
balls. Let's look at a couple of these videos that bag up the balls that the balls that he displayed. Let's go.
Might suck, but trust me, these little fellas will crash out over anything. You don't want them in Greenland. The choice is yours. Let me know where the Hellcat Cavalry is on its way. To the leaders of Greenland, you niggas need to stop playing games. I ain't fucking around no more. If you do not comply with the orders of the United States...
Hey, let's go to this one. This is I like this one right here now. Now this is something I saw the other day. I said I had to play it on the podcast for y'all.
I thought you was gonna play it.
Here we go.
Footage.
Oh, why this thing ain't fucking making no noise? That's not cool. What is going on? That's crazy that it's not making no noise. Let me see if I can, because it's actually a
Thanks for calling the White House. How can I help you? This is Supreme Leader of Iran. I demand to speak with President Trump immediately. Who is it? It's the Supreme Leader of Iran. Let me talk to him. No, I want to talk to him. Nah, I want to talk to him. Tell your boss to back off.
Now pay attention to Mark Rubio through this whole AI skit.
No, or he will face the consequences. You can tell him yourself, dude. Good luck. Ayatollah. Ha, you old goat-bearded tyrant. What crawled up your turban and died? Back off now, Trump! Or else! Or else what? I'm gonna... You ain't gonna do nothing, bitch! Pete's right! You ain't gonna do shit! Not a goddamn thing! Your regime's been funding terrorists and attacking our allies! Oh, no, he didn't! You've been enriching uranium like it's going out of style! Not for long! And your little debt to America chance? That ends today! Kaboom! Withdraw your forces from the Gulf! Lift the sanctions choking our economy and cease your Zionist alliances! How about you go fuck yourself? Iran will not bow! Our missiles are ready and our people united against your imperialism! Okay, you desert-dwelling despot. First, take a big step back and literally shove sand up your own ass! Now, I don't know what kind of camel-riding conquest you're scheming over there, but the Middle East? That's my sandbox now, buddy. So whatever nuclear nonsense you're plotting, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm gonna fly Marco Rubio over there to run your whole fucking country! Kaboom! I'll unleash a biblical fucking apocalypse upon you! You're gonna need to beg the United Nations for an ironclad ceasefire to stop me from fucking obliterating you! I'm talking total wipeout, motherfucker! I will pulverize you! I will trump you up! Oh yeah! You think you can mess with our ships, launch rockets at Israel, and sabotage oil tankers without payback? Kaboom! I've got the best military, the strongest economy! Your oil's worthless now with my energy dominance. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Back off our bases. Stop your proxy wars in Yemen and Syria, or I'll make your Islamic revolution look like a Maxine Waters makeup tutorial! Forget about that nuke deal Obama handed you on a silver platter. It's shredded. Oh! You're done bullying the region. You're done, bitch! Now crawl back to Tehran and think about how you're gonna explain to your people why their economy's in the toilet because of you! You infidel! This is an outrage! Outrage? I'll show you outrage. Hang up the phone before I add more terrorists that'll make your pistachios unsellable, you lace-curtain motherfucker! Kaboom! You understand me? Hello? Well, that's that. Nobody messes with America on my watch. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
Dude, all right, so folks, y'all got to understand something now. Once again, your boy Ayatollah Khamenei, basically, if you don't realize this, they had already had there was information out there, intelligence that said that they had an attack plan. So Trump made a call to attack with Israel. They knew what was going to happen. Not only that, they also knew that these bitches in Congress was going to bitch. So they got the gang of eight congressmen, some made of bipartisan, some Democrats, some Republican. They informed them first. And if you don't know about the Constitution, Article 2 of the Constitution says that the president can order a strike if he feels that it is an emergency, that we're at a threat, stuff like that. So he did. He's got 90 days total to withdraw from whatever he does to use a strike. Congress has not declared war since the 1940s. Matter of fact, no, 1939. That's the last time Congress declared war. And do you know what that is, folks? You know when that was? World War II. World War II. So, all this shit you hear Democrats talking about, oh, you shouldn't be over there doing this, you shouldn't be, war this, war that. These some bitches don't realize that, in all actuality, we haven't declared war in a long fucking time. And here's what some of these days look at. I want y'all to see the stupidity of fucking liberals when it comes to this war shit. Okay, I want you to see this shit. This is ridiculous. And actually, Max, I was actually going to have this on the thumbnail, man, but I couldn't get it to work. Max, you hear me? Max. I guess he ain't there. All right, let's play this real quick. Do you see this ass on the ground acting like a beetle? And this chick looking at her like she done lost her fucking mind. Americans who support the Iranian regime in protest against Israel. Here's another one. What is this? What is this? Free Iran. Free Iran against genocidal U.S.-Israeli warmongers. This is what liberals are doing now. You see this? This is liberals. Liberals are the ones that are doing this. Versus what? I can't play that music. Look at the Iranian women. Jubilant. Look at that now. Cheering. Home, Iranian women. Look at the flag. Totally different than the flag of the Islamic Republic. Because they're jubilant. I ain't gonna lie to you. As soon as Iran gets stable, man, I'm going over there. I'm finna make me Iranian women pretty as hell. Shoot. But look at this mess, man. Craziness. Show y'all something else that's interesting. Okay. See, I gotta pull it up. It's on my Facebook page. Hold on one second. Show you something I posted a little while back. And then we're going to go into some things that people have found out when it comes to this war, man. All right, so let's read this real quick. I got something for y'all. Here we go. For y'all that are unaware of exactly how bad the fucking Ayatollah was, okay? Let's read this here. These are slides that I had on my website. Facebook page. Khomeini spent 35 years funding militias that killed thousands of Americans across the world. Yet the left calls his death an unprovoked attack. Khomeini supplied Russia with thousands of drones used to bomb Ukrainian cities and civilians. Yet the left calls his death an unprovoked attack. Khomeini funded Assad as he gassed Syrian children with chemical weapons. Yet the left calls his death an unprovoked attack. Khomeini armed the Houthis as they starved 21 million Yemenis into famine, yet the left calls his death an unprovoked attack. Khomeini morality police beat a woman to death for showing her hair, yet Western feminists call his death an unprovoked attack. Khomeini hanged gay men from cranes in public squares. Yet the LGBTQ or ubiquitous activists call his death an unprovoked attack. Khomeini had girls raped in prison before execution because his law forbade executing virgins. Yet Western feminists call his death an unprovoked attack. Khomeini shot, hanged, and tortured thousands of Iranians whose only crime was demanding freedom. This just happened January 8th and 9th. 30-something thousand Iranians straight massacred in the streets. And you have the left and all these people protesting. For what? Don't you have any decency? Any decency at all? Doesn't make any sense. So let's look at this. I want to show you this real quick for all of the naysayers that say, "Oh, he did this an illegal attack. He shouldn't be doing that." Look at this. Presidential use of military force without congressional war declarations. Modern presidents have bypassed Congress to use force overseas without formal declaration of war. So there's no congressional declaration of war with these two presidents here. Clinton and Obama. Clinton, Somalia in 1993, Bosnia in 1995, Kosovo in 1999. He actually deployed troops in Bosnia. Somalia, Black Hawk Down, there was 100 and something people that got killed in that. Kosovo, NATO airstrikes, no war vote, acted under executive power. Okay, so you have that. Then you have Obama. Libya in 2011, airstrikes on Gaddafi. Gaddafi was actually doing good for his people, and he had them killed. ISIS, 2014, 2017, war in Iraq and Syria. None of those two had any congressional approval. Yemen, support role, says no new war authorization, used old 2001, 2002 AUMFs, which were, AUMFs, if I'm not mistaken, were orders for retaliation against terrorists because of 9/11. So he used that. Let's go. And I got more, folks. I got more here. I'm trying to find. Oh, they ain't even talk about when he dropped bombs in Pakistan. Obama also dropped bombs in Pakistan in 2009 to 2016, and Somalia in 2009 to 2016. He sure the fuck did. Now, I'm gonna let you hear an Iranian woman talking about this shit. Listen to this chick. Hopefully this will play. Oh, I gotta do this. Hold on.
Moronic
about
the problem.
I had a set.
Really,
it just breaks my heart because for years and years, we have been warning them about the dangers of morality police. You know why? Because most of them speak in a perfect English, and they have who actually talk about Islam and Islamic countries. They never go and live under Sharia laws, but they don't even let us talk about our own experience. You know,
yes.
I grew up in a country where I was told that if you show your hair, you're gonna go to jail. You will receive lashes. You will get killed like Mahsa Amini. But here they tell me that shh, if you talk about this, you're gonna cause Islamophobia. Phobia is irrational, but believe me, my fear and the fear of millions of Iranian women in Afghanistan is rational.
Exactly.
Oh, is that Vance Jones coon ass out here?
No, that was not Vance Jones, dude.
I swear to God,
no, it was not.
That motherfucker sounded like Vance Jones.
No, it was definitely not Vance Jones, dog.
Okay,
Definitely not Vance Jones.
Get on his coon ass. Like, shut the fuck up, Vance Jones. No one here. No one came to see you, Otis.
All right, so So basically, folks, it's a lot of people over here that's not getting away with shit no more. It's like people are starting to get tired of shit. I want you to see. I don't know what this says, but I'm gonna tell you one. It does. I think it does have some accountability in it about this whole war thing. Listen. Oh, I gotta redo it again. And here we go.
I just feel like I need to respond to some things the senator was bringing up by accusing the president of pulling out of a nuclear deal in his first term. It was a horrible deal. It was a disastrous deal. It was a deal that we all know that would originally allow Iran to be able to have enrichment to the grade that they could make a nuclear weapon. And then for the senator that was saying that the president needs to come back for reauthorization, I don't remember him saying anything in 2016 when Barack Obama at the time dropped 26,000 bombs in Syria, Pakistan, Libya, just to name a few. And I definitely don't remember my colleagues in 2013 at all complaining about the president then Barack Obama, going into Syria. And I would like to ask the question then, what threat did Syria have to the United States? What threat did Libya have to the United States during the Arab Spring to which these leaders were removed? And then I would ask the question, what threat did Iran have to us? Do we really need to talk about it? Do we need to talk about how many times they've killed thousands of Americans since 1979? From the first time they took hostages in November of 1979 to the last time they attacked us in June of 2025? And anybody wants to doubt that they were a threat to us, an essential threat to us? Does anybody doubt on that side of the aisle, does anybody doubt that Iran, if or when they got a nuclear weapon, would deliver it to the United States if they have the capability of doing it? Does anybody deny that the fact that the president was being proactive on an adversary that has been chanting death to America since 1979? Does anybody deny that Iran was a threat to us and our service members? Or do we have to remind you how many they've injured and killed through their proxies and through direct action? This is the first president in 7 presidencies that actually did something about the thorn that constantly came after us. And now you're criticizing and you say it's illegal? It's not. This same authorization is the same authorization that Democrats and Republican presidents in the past have used. And thank God we had a president with a backbone to finally get rid of this murderous regime. And now we're complaining about it? Remember, legally, he has to respond to Congress or inform Congress in 48 hours. That has happened.
They actually told them that they was going to do it before they did it. They just only told the Gang of 8. And then, after they did it, they informed Congress. Nothing at all wrong with any of that. Okay? Let's continue on.
And then within 60 to 90 days, he needs to inform Congress if we're going to war and ask.
Exactly. You got 60 to 90 days to either inform them you're going to war or to pull out. Pause.
Specific war authorities. But the president, through Article 2, clearly has an obligation and the powers under the Constitution to defend our interest home and abroad. And there is no question he's defending our interest. No question. So what is this grandstanding about? Do you think we should have let the Ayatollah in place? Do you think he was a good guy? Are you defending the Ayatollah now? Or aren't you glad that America finally stood up and took care of this murderous regime that's been sponsoring terror around the world for 47 years? How about we say thank you, Mr. President, for finally...
Do y'all realize that shit, man? 47 years this regime has been sponsoring terrorism, whether it be Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, giving a little money to who knows, giving a little money to damn Saddam Hussein if possible back in the day, maybe giving, they sell their oil.
Didn't Iran
they get money from that?
If I remember correctly, didn't Iran try to kill George W. Bush Sr.?
Yep.
Yeah,
they probably have something to do with damn Reagan too.
They've been out of pocket for quite a long time.
They've been out of pocket since 1979, man. Because even though it was even though it was Osama bin Laden that attacked that boat, he probably had some help from this Islamic regime of Iran. Because you got to think about it. What other country in that area had an Islamic regime ruling the country?
Well, there's a lot of countries out there in that Middle East that is ruled by Islamic regimes, but
Iran
a
got
lot of
all the
these
money.
a lot of these countries are they're not radical the way that the
Iran was.
Islam as Iran is,
Because they were
but
Sunni, not Shiite. If I'm not mistaken, they Sunni.
but but they are ruled by a golly, they are I think they all still practice Sharia law. It's
Yeah.
just like places like you can say, UAE or like Saudi Arabia, it's a little bit more is less conservative. Let's say let's use
Yeah.
that word, less conservative.
Well, they're not ruled by any ayatollahs. They're not ruled by no mullahs.
They rule by money.
Yeah, exactly. So because the Iran was ruled by mullahs and ayatollahs.
Just think about every fucking country they attacked is literally a financial hub. Like they attacked Qatar. Qatar is a financial hub, and it's a financial hub in the Middle East.
Why do you
They
think they
attacked.
attacked them?
They attacked all the countries that basically signed the Abraham Accords, pretty much.
But also, I think they
That's one
attacked
reason
them.
why.
I also think they attacked them to
Also,
kind of fuck up shit with the new government that's going to be established.
nah,
No,
I'm thinking it's a repetitive play that's been done over and over again, but people are just missing it because this is also a financial money grab as well too, and it's just of money, not only politics as well. So what they're doing is cleaning up house, the same instance like they did. And I'm gonna say this is for
hey,
instance.
you got like you sound echoish, Dragon.
Oh, that's
No, you just
because
sound like you away. You sound like you far away from the mic.
Yeah, far away from the
sound
mic.
better.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
but
Yeah, you sound like you need to get closer to the mic, man.
no, I'm close up on the mic. I think it's because of the speakers. I would need to put my headphones in. Hold on. Give me a second.
Could be it.
But also, there's so many things with this one move has happened. Like this also literally going to bring China to the table because we literally just took off what I think what 80% of all the oil Iran produced goes to China.
And you got to think about how much Venezuela was given to China. So basically, this cripples China.
Well, I ain't gonna say cripple.
Other than the oil they get from Russia,
I ain't gonna say cripple, but that's enough to really.
very significant.
Honestly, all this, I just be real. All of this is to put America back on top.
It's 3D chess, bro.
That's basically all this shit was. Basically, all this shit was is remind you, no, United States, we're the number one superpower.
Make America great again.
Yeah, we're the number one superpower. Not only we're the number one superpower, but you can't fuck with us. And all these threats you keep doing with Taiwan, that shit going to stop.
Well, they can't do shit with Taiwan now because they're not going to be able to get oil from fucking Iran. They can't run attacks on Taiwan with limited oil supply, bro.
Yeah, they
can't do that shit.
They can.
Yeah, so they can. They'll make it harder though. It won't be able to sustain it.
So China, all right. So basically, controlling the oil supply, right? So there's countries in the world that can't produce because they don't have the reserves or they don't have literally their country where they're sitting at just doesn't produce oil. So say example, let's say the Bahamas, right? Well, since y'all can't produce oil and y'all need gas and diesel and shit, y'all just get it from us and we get it. We give you a good deal. All right, cool. Well, since United States ain't going, they ain't going to want to, they ain't going to do it like that. So you know what you're going to do is you're going to go through Venezuela Venezuela going to transport that oil to you. And what we're going to do is money going to go to Venezuela, but we're going to take our cut out of it too. So it's basically they pretty much playing the middleman. Well, United States, by this move, what they just did with Iran, well, United States literally just we have 80% control of all the world's oil now.
Yep. We damn sure do.
Like,
I'm 3D fucking chess, dude.
and so
3D
the whole
fucking
shit,
chess.
the whole war with Ukraine is literally about to go to an end because what's going to happen is
Russia got limited funds, limited oil supply now. To them.
so what's going to happen is United States gonna be like, listen here, I don't care what y'all do. Y'all either gonna fight this out or fuck it out, but y'all gonna make a peace deal by the end of this week. Or you know what, Russia? Keep attacking. I'm about to crush your economy I'm about to just lower gas prices around the world to fucking 10 cents a gallon for a month. Let's see what happens. And have Ukraine do an all-out assault.
Mm-hmm.
And have APAC drop their prices.
When this motherfucker said he wanted to have America great again, he wasn't fucking lying, dog. He wasn't fucking lying, dog.
Example. Gas prices went up, but they didn't spike the way I thought it was going to spike. I thought everything was going to spike up to at least $4.50.
I seen what regular went to like 380, 370 over here in Georgia. I think 318. I can't remember. I ain't had to go nowhere, so I ain't fuck it. I got gas in my car. I'm good. I'll go get gas tomorrow.
So,
like, I'll go get gas tomorrow.
This summer, the economy looked like it might be hot.
Hot? Like hot?
Like, dog, they have no leadership. Like, Iran has no leadership. No, basically, they have no military now. Only thing they got is ground troops. That's it.
Well, they still say it's what's the name of that troop force? IR. No, it's something RC. I something RC is 4 letters. The Republic Corps, the Corps for the Iran, because they got 2 armies actually. They got the one that's for the regime, then they got the National Army for Iran, which was already there before they took over.
They're all gone.
And so the people that were already there before they took over, they had someone on the internet that came out and established their devotion to the Shahs or to the people, to the country, not to the. And they burnt a picture. He was burning a picture of Khomeini.
So the regime, like their version of Delta Forces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. We have killed over.
It was 1,000.
2,000.
2,000.
It's 2,000. It's about 2,000 people now.
Mm-hmm.
They only killed 4 of ours. No, my bad. 6.
It's 6. Yeah. That just happened though.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Goddamn numbers. I ain't gonna lie.
Hell yeah.
Like, we took out your leadership, and we took out your special forces.
That's just crazy, ain't it? That's just crazy, dog.
And that's why he said, "Hey, man, we already won, bro. Just lay down your arms and surrender."
And see, that's what I don't understand with some people, dog. It's like I understand you not wanting. I'm not a warmonger myself. I don't like really going into war or anything like that. I do wish I served in the military, but I didn't take that chance. But I will say this: just because other presidents handle it a certain way does not mean we're going to do the same thing. Because if you have already seen he's already ordered strikes since he's been in a year and some change. He ordered the strike on the uranium deposit, the nuclear facilities. He ordered strikes. We didn't go into war after that. It was something he did before that. I can't remember what it was, but he had ordered something else. So now here it is. He orders the strike on Iran, and they've already taken out 49 of the leaders plus the Ayatollah, plus, if I'm not mistaken, and it's still alleged, the Israelis took out the damn meeting that was going on for them to re-elect an Ayatollah. Took out that the whole freaking expert council. Let's finish this, then we're going to go to a video about
getting
that.
rid of this nuisance, this murderer, this sponsor of terror. He did the world a favor, and the world is a safer place because of it. You may disagree with a lot of his actions. You may disagree with some of his policies, but you can't deny that this was a threat and an essential growing threat to the United States. And you want to say he's playing politics, and you get the politics behind it, Mr. Peters? You guys are playing politics. You guys are the ones that are grandstanding. The president's doing his job as commander-in-chief. And I think at one time or next, we should say thank you. Thank you for being a strong leader. But there's no way in God's green earth you guys can ever give the president, at least President Trump, any credit.
What he said. That's what he said. So, Dragon, you want to do some crypto before we continue on with other talks about this, or what's up? Drag on. 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 All right, so, folks. Since Dragon is not responding, let's go on with some more shit. All right, so here's supposed to be the new supreme
Reports
leader.
are coming out of Iran that Mojtaba Khamenei, the eldest son of the assassinated supreme leader, has been elected Iran's next supreme leader. It seems that the IRGC pushed his nomination through outside the normal constitutional process because with airstrikes still ongoing, the assembly of experts simply cannot safely convene in person. Mojtaba was earlier reported killed in the strikes, so his surfacing as the chosen successor is itself a significant development. But at the same time, accepting this title might be a death sentence in itself. US bombers have already shown how easily they can reach any target in Iraq, no matter how deep underground or how well protected they are. Whoever holds the title of supreme leader right now is wearing the biggest target on the planet. We might just as well be looking at completely different news within the next 12 to 24 hours. Reports are
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much, folks. When I tell you these jokers, man. And then here's something new that's going on right here. They're saying Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Saudi Arabia and Qatar are supposedly about to start bombing Iran. So we can pretty much take our hands off of it for a minute. And we ain't really got to do shit. Look at this shit here.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Why? What happened?
They're not they're not going to be bombing Iran. They don't have the capabilities to do it.
Okay.
They don't have capabilities to do that. So I just don't want that information to go out there and make it seem like they do. They have moderate technology at best, and their military is meant for defensive, not for offense.
Okay.
So, example, whenever Saudi Arabia had their situation, that's the reason why you've seen a lot of United States military over in Saudi Arabia, is because they were paying big cash for those guys to go over there, and so they don't have those capabilities. The only thing their military is meant for is mainly the playing defense.
Okay. Well, let's show some reactions from some people. when it comes to this. Here we go. We got an Iranian lady right here.
Here with a message for everyone in Israel and the IDF. Thank you for not forgetting about the historic friendship that we Iranians and Israelis have had for thousands of years, going back to Cyrus the Great. Thank you for helping to liberate us. Thank you. Thank you for staying in your bomb shelters and risking your lives and safety. We can't wait to welcome you back to Iran with open arms. And together we will dance again in the streets of Tehran. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom and Am Yisrael Chai.
Do y'all realize how groundbreaking this all has been for this to happen? We are talking one of the most important things to happen in the modern history of this world. Let's take a look at this right here. Let's see what this is. This is once again another Islamic woman talking about something with Donald Trump. Hold on.
Are not Arab Islamists. They're Iranians. They've always been Iranians. They have occupied by a regime that is not their own, by a regime that is not speaking their language, by a regime, and let's make that very, very clear, because sometimes it's like hard for us to understand what happened inside of Iran. The Islamist Ayatollahs came to our country, and the first thing that they did, they took our flag, our flag, the Iranian flag, has a lion and a sun on it, and it's like green, red, and white. And they started to write on it with Arabic writing, which is not Persian. It's not our language on there. They took out our symbol of the lion and the sun and replaced it with an Allahu Akbar Islamic symbol in the middle. Just imagine Islamists taking over Washington, taking the American flag, taking our flag, keeping the colors in there and putting an Islamist symbol on it and an Arabic writing on it. Would you think that's our flag? Would you think, oh, this is the government of America now?
Which, by the way, in Dearborn, Michigan, there is Islamic writing on the cop badges, by the way. And that is not an alleged claim.
You would be like, this is an Arab Islamist jihadist occupation. They took down our flag. Then they started to replace everything that's Iranian, our ministries, our churches, our synagogues, our Jewish community. We had the biggest Jewish community inside of the Middle East, outside of Israel.
Now, that's a shock. I did not know that before the Islamic Ayatollahs took over, that Iran had the largest population of Jewish people outside of Jerusalem. Now, I did not know that. That's a shock for me.
Wiped them out. They wiped out our Christians, our Zoroastrians. They forced people to convert to Islam. They changed our language in our school.
That's right. Iran was made up of Zoroastrians who believe in, I forgot the name of their god, but they believe in a monotheistic god. It's somebody else though. So they had Zoroastrians that were in Persia, Iran. You had Christians and you had Jews. That's who was there. It wasn't no Muslims in Iran. Wasn't no Muslims.
Schools, they started teaching Arabic. Our national anthem. They replaced the national anthem with some weird anthem that no Iranian can even identify with, because every other word of it is Islamic. Again, Iranians are not Arab Islamists. They're Iranians. They've always...
So you have that, folks. But I wanted y'all to see exactly how the American military pretty much sunk the whole Iranian Navy. This is crazy. This guy's Cappy Army. Follow him. He's cool people.
Map behind me shows the United States just launched a massive wave of strikes against Iran's naval forces, reportedly destroying all 11 of their warships and multiple enemy attack submarines. Aw shit, here we go again. But how did they do it? What new actions is the United States taking to affect regime change in Iran? What's the increasing evidence that a ground operation is right on the horizon? And how is Iran retaliating as the war escalates? I'm your average infantryman, Chris Cappy. Let's find out. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, told reporters at the Pentagon that the first U.S. shooters at sea were Tomahawks unleashed by the United States Navy, which closed in on Iranian naval forces and began to conduct strikes across the southern flank in Iran. A quick note, this footage that you're looking at...
Now, check this out, folks. That's been at 5 missiles just been shot. I want you to listen to what he's about to say. It makes plenty sense that this ain't no goddamn, exercise. This is actual footage. Listen to this.
Right here, right now, isn't random training footage. This is the U.S. government released combat footage from the strikes on the Iranian Navy. And you can tell it's real because they're firing them off in quick succession. And boom, millions of dollars. Boom, millions of dollars. And they don't do that in training. So this is unlike anything we've seen before. So that's really interesting because the choice of...
You heard that? With each I fire, that's millions of dollars going somewhere. So you're just not going to shoot them bitches just at any old thing. That's millions of dollars, man.
So the whole attack that just happened on Iran probably cost about $1.2 billion.
Probably, dude. A whole lot of fucking money, man. Whole lot of fucking money.
Of weapon there tells us something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somalis stole more money, than that one attack, which is outrageous.
That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy as hell, dog. I just realized that, man. That's crazy, dog. Well, now that they found that fraud, maybe we'll be able to attack more if we need to. I'm not saying I want to, but gotta be able to defend this country.
The last time the U.S. fought Iran's Navy and destroyed half their Navy in a day, in 1988, during Operation Praying Mantis, they actually used anti-ship missiles. Instead, today, they're using Tomahawk cruise missiles because they have a much longer standoff range.
Now watch this shit here. Basically, because he used Tomahawk missiles, they never even got to see the fucking Americans. They just got destroyed. You didn't get to see you couldn't even see them by naked eye, nigga. This shit's just straight up.
Only thing that Iran had that was supreme was their aerial. Well, quote was supposed to be, elite was the aerial defense system and their drone fleet. Their Navy hasn't really, their Navy wasn't something to be, you could say, oh man, they had a great Navy. It was just the problem with the Navy was with Iran, they just disturbed the trade lines in the sea. And so, this basically with the whole, how they destroy the Navy, I'll be honest with you. I felt like the United States, if they really wanted to be an asshole, they could have done that shit in probably 3 hours, bro. Destroy their whole entire Navy fleet in 3 hours.
I think that's how long it took, nigga. No, seriously, he's about to tell us this shit.
I'm like, if it took them 3 hours to take out the whole Navy fleet, God
hey, here's the crazy part, dog. I heard one YouTuber was describing that Iran had came up with this plan in order to block off the Strait of Hormuz, right? They would use like a numbers game and have a whole bunch of speedboats that come out there to have rockets on them and whatnot, right? Said that they knew where them shits was being kept. They blew up the bunkers them shits was in. So they never got a chance to use them motherfuckers. And then they blew up the entire Navy, dude. The entire Fucking Navy.
So they never are even within range of most types of enemy fire. This negated the tactics that the IRGC in Iran had prepared for years. U.S. Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from seas hundreds of miles away slammed into Iran's INS Markran. I'm sorry, I've never seen this many Tomahawk cruise missiles fired in quick succession before. I think I might be having a stroke. The Iranian Navy's INS Makran was...
I actually play this game, man. I like this shit. I ain't got up to the level where I got an aircraft carrier, but I got
former oil tanker that they did a pimp my ride conversion to, and they turned it into an expeditionary mobile base, like a homemade aircraft carrier, but for drones. It was just officially put into Iran service only 5 years ago in 2021. Her goal in the fight was to send special forces and launch speedboats to lay sea mines. The ship planned to launch helicopters and attack drones against the United States Navy. This ship is massive. To put it into context, it's 100,000 deadweight tonnage, making it one of the largest naval vessels on Earth. It's about the same size as America's aircraft carriers. Now it's just a burning, smoldering wreck. A moment of silence, please, for all of the Iranian Navy ships that were destroyed in 2026. This was only the beginning of the destruction of Iran's Navy, though. CENTCOM's official account posted a video saying, quote, 2 days ago, the Iranian regime had 11 ships in the Gulf of Oman. Today, they have 0. The Iranian regime has harassed and attacked international shipping in the Gulf of Oman for decades. Those days are over. Freedom of maritime navigation has underpinned American and global economic prosperity for more than 80 years. U.S. forces will continue to defend it. But I want to be real with you guys here just for a second, if I can. As you're hearing about all of these American military victories and how the U.S. military is precise with their bombs and they're very destructive, at the same time, we need to keep in mind that a lot of times the real challenge is often what comes after that. Normally, it would take us weeks to find out the details, but publicly available satellite tasking instantly reveals the results of the fight. Most notable,
ain't this some shit, man? Like, wartime, modern wartime, you're able to basically get updates damn near live, man.
Like
about fucking war, dude, out of satellites, dog.
So the crazy thing is, it's like you can see the battle of like the actual battle that they had within an hour. Some depends on some places, but you can see within an hour of it happening.
Ain't that shit crazy,
That
dog?
is fucking crazy, dude.
It's crazy, dog.
Because
I feel like
you have guys,
stoner, dude. You know, it's like crazy, dog. It's
like I'm for real. It's fucking
dude.
It's like
mind-blowing,
I'm like,
man.
I'm like, it's like watching like Iraq and Iran, and you seen everything happen Iraq and Iran, but that was like weeks out from the shit happened like a week ago, or you seen something that happened like a year ago. Like the whole Ukrainian shit was like completely mind blowing. You could see like the whole knife fight, like the knife fight between the Russian and Ukrainian. That shit was fucking crazy.
I didn't see that shit. There was a knife fight, dude.
Nigga, I have the video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it was
dude.
A Ukrainian and a Russian soldier, and it was having a knife fight.
Like they literally ran out of ammunition, and so just went out to fucking knives.
Damn.
Like, yeah,
that's crazy.
They both ran out of ammunition, and it was nothing but only thing they had was a handy dandy knife, and I was like, no, these niggas about to go at it with the knife. And the whole thing was live stream. The whole thing was
crazy.
Streamed. Like,
that's crazy, man.
Like, so
yeah. It's about time for Jesus to come back. Yeah, it's about time. Yeah, it's about time. When you get to the point you can see fucking war in real time, like everybody's fucking omnipotent. It's crazy. You can be everywhere at one time. It's crazy.
I think, is the destruction of Iran's Shahid Bagheri, which is their version of an aircraft carrier. It's basically their mothership drone carrier. So I guess you could say it's the first aircraft carrier to be sunk since World War II. This is not how many analysts thought this fight would go. All of these frigates with long-range anti-ship missiles that were supposed to hit American carriers were just totally freaking blown up out of nowhere. Iran's naval bases in Kanarak and Bandar Abbas are in flames. Why are American forces focusing fire on Iran's navy? To dive deeper into that, we'll use this episode's sponsor, Ground. Scan the QRC has built a huge backlog of lethal sea mines and naval capabilities that are specifically designed to block the flow of oil from the Gulf states to the market. This has always been their greatest leverage, geopolitically speaking, to inflict maximum pain on global markets. See how the live maritime tracking behind me shows that ship movement has moved to a crawl, although ships with transponders off may be trying to run the gauntlet still. So due to this choke points vulnerability, U.S. forces began to systematically destroy Iran's navy. And this is a shocking development, because after Operation Praying Mantis in 1988, Iran has specifically trained and equipped to prevent exactly this kind of scenario from happening again. And yet it happened again. Iran's entire navy doctrine was changed over the years based
Hey man, I'm gonna say like this, man. I'm gonna say it like this, man. Hold on. All right, so basically, man. Basically, right. This nigga just said that the first time this shit happened, they've been training not to have that shit happen again, right? As a country, we have to assume as a country that they have some competency about them. You know what I'm saying? That they can get shit done. You have professionals, you have military minds, business-minded people, people with strategy, clerics, whatever. Come together, have committees, let's plan this shit out. We got personnel, let's put it into action. They put it in action, and the shit happens all over again. Hey, man. Hey, man. All I'm going to say is this. America spent how much? What's their budget for the defense? Like $900 billion. They spend like more than like the next 13, 14 nations put together. Yeah.
Based on that catastrophe, they came up with a plan to
These
overwhelm American ships with swarms of fast attack boats. They planned to fire land-based anti-ship missiles at U.S. forces. They had a whole strategy of using their submarine to ambush U.S. vessels. The fast attack boat strategy failed, though, because it was designed for the 1990s scenario. That's no longer relevant today. The IRGC was supposed to get up close with a salvo of rockets and missiles, which a saturation attack in confined waters. But by 2026, that strategy was dead in the water. Persistent drone coverage and surveillance assets by America of modern-day technology prevented the IRGC and their fast attack boats from ever launching or getting close. And that would be a for certain one-way trip to meet the Ayatollah. So it's kind of difficult to get a bunch of people to rally them together and say, hey, let's go charge that American warship. The reason this strategy failed in this war so far was articulated well by Aaron Matthew Lariosa of the Naval Expert writing for USNI, saying, quote, American naval forces in the region have been geared against these swarm threats, including Hellfire-armed Seahawk helicopters aboard the Abraham Lincoln carrier, littoral combat ships forward deployed to the U.S.
Good God.
Also,
y'all saw that shit.
A surface warfare mission package designed to defeat small boats and drone attacks. So it turns out those littoral combat ships are not littorally useless after all. CENTCOM reported they targeted Iran's submarine fleet as well.
Did
They
you
knocked
see
out.
Did you see the naval? Did you see the? Did you see the Navy? The military base get hit by a rocket.
Which base?
I think
All the
it
bases,
was
I
the
think,
one
have been
in.
hit, but a lot of them have been evacuated, which is why we only
No, like
lost six
there
damn
was
people.
like there was a military base that's right next to the
You talking about the one in Doha?
is
The one in Doha?
fuck, I'm trying to remember. I think that there's a military base right next to the
There's one in Abu Dhabi, and there's also one in Saudi Arabia.
fuck, where is it? No, I'm sorry, there was a military base in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's right, it's not too far from residential area. And so you can see the guy, he has a camera right at the military base, and you just see the fucking rocket just come, boom. Then it's like it's like a little bit of a 3 second delay before, like it's like a second delay before you can hear the explosion. It's like,
Did you see the one? Did you see the one where the rocket or something was like falling out of the sky and it hit like this spot in where was that shit at? I want to say it was in it might have been in Qatar. And there was some people running from that shit.
well, there was it was right it was in the middle of a whatchamacallit, ooh shit.
They've had videos, dude, of people like there was a dude that he was in an apartment building and one of them fucking drones hit that bitch. I think it was in Abu Dhabi. Yep.
What is it? Tehran, Israel. So it was the guy, he was talking, he's press, but while he was doing a live interview, you could see the rocket just come down and hit the fucking building. I was like, dude, that shit fucking crazy, bruh. Like, yeah, that shit was fucking crazy. But yeah, you seeing that shit actually really fucking hit. It's surreal. You can't dodge that shit.
Nope.
Like,
you're right, man.
You seriously cannot fucking dodge that shit at all.
You don't know it's fucking coming. That's the thing. You don't know that shit coming. And I think they said France about the end of the war, dude.
It's not even a fucking war. It's a fucking military. It's a military
engagement
to take out a dictator.
All right, this one right here is this is Fox. They said a drone hit outside of the consulate or something.
It's been knocked out. They have no air force that's been knocked out. They have no air detection that's been knocked out.
Israel launching relentless airstrikes at Iranian military and government targets as Iran hits back, expanding this conflict across the Gulf region. Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex Savage.
Y'all see how crunk that is? Like, we sitting out there on ships in the fucking water shooting at these motherfuckers. Like, and before that happened, I saw a video that showed how they did the whole operation. And they showed how they sent out like F-35s that would like ping the locations of all the missiles and shit. And they couldn't even see the F-35s. And then after the F-35s went in, the Raptors went in. And the Raptors pinged the location of everything else. And then they basically used like cruise missiles and shit. And like the bombers and shit. And they ain't even like, nothing got shot down. The only thing that got shot down so far is some F-18s by Kuwaiti friendly fire, some shit. Like, this shit has been so intricate, it's ridiculous.
Iran
dog.
is retaliating tonight with a barrage of missile and drones fired at targets in Israel, as well as U.S. assets across the Middle East. KTVU's Crystal Bailey is following all the latest developments for us here and joins us now live from our newsroom. Crystal?
Yeah, Alex, let's get right to it. U.S. personnel have been in the crosshairs of hundreds of attacks by Iran, many involving unmanned drones. We just got this video into the newsroom showing an Iranian drone slamming into a parking lot just outside the U.S. consulate in Dubai in the latest attack on American.
Oh, that ain't showing shit, because whoever the hell was filming that had a fucking busy ass hand.
Embassies in the region. The United Arab Emirates says they've intercepted the majority of over 1,000 Iranian missile and drone attacks that have been leveled at them. The Trump administration says that all U.S. personnel have been accounted for. This comes as we are learning the names of 4 U.S. Army Reserve members who have died in the Middle East. They are 35-year-old Captain Cody Cork of Florida, 42-year-old Sergeant First Class Noah Teachins of Nebraska, 39-year-old Sergeant First Class Nicola Moore of Minnesota, and 20-year-old Declan Cody of Iowa. The Defense Department says they were killed in a drone attack on a U.S. operations center in Kuwait on Sunday. Names of 2 other U.S. service members killed have not been released. Now, earlier, Fox News confirmed that Israeli forces bombed a building outside Tehran where Iranian officials were gathered to choose a new supreme leader following the killing of the Ayatollah over the weekend. Israel says it also destroyed what it calls Iran's secret nuclear headquarters. Iran says nearly 800 people have been killed so far. Israel also hammering Hezbollah targets in Lebanon after the Iran-backed militant group fired missiles at Israel. Today, President Trump rejected suggestions by the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, that the U.S. followed Israel's lead on that operation. The president saying it was the U.S. that led the charge because Iran was poised to attack.
Based on the way the negotiation was going, I think they were going to attack first. And I didn't want that to happen. So if anything, I might have forced Israel's hand. But Israel was ready and we were ready, and we've had a very, very...
Just you.
God dang it.
Building your app.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, folks. Don't go away.
full impact.
Now, late today, Trump administration officials briefed the House and Senate on the U.S. operation. Democratic leaders say they strongly support a bipartisan war powers resolution that would curtail U.S. military involvement, calling the operation illegal and unconstitutional.
On the campaign trail, Donald Trump and Republicans.
Which, by the way, it is not unconstitutional. Article 2 gives him the power to deem a situation where it's an emergency and we can do strikes. And once again, like we've already showed at the beginning of this broadcast, there ain't been a daggum declaration of war by Congress since 1939. And then we had the Vietnam War, nigga. Okay, thank you. I'm just saying. All that other shit, come on now.
Republicans promised not to get the American people into endless, failed, foreign, forever wars.
There is no country in the world that has more American blood on its hands than Iran. So I think the president was perfectly within his rights to take the steps that he took.
The U.S. also working to get stranded Americans out of the Middle East. The State Department announced it's organizing evacuation flights, and it is in touch with nearly 3,000 Americans abroad. Now, the House and Senate are expected to vote on that war powers resolutions later this week, which could limit the president's authority to continue this mission. President Trump is sure to veto it if it does pass by lawmakers. Alex?
All right, Crystal Bailey.
He's going to veto it.
Developments in our newsroom. Crystal, thank you for that. Let's get some more perspective.
That's a good thing he can veto that shit.
Now on the conflict with Iran, and to do that, we are joined now.
Because y'all do realize, because of Article 2, he still has 90 days. He has 90 days to either present to Congress that he wants to declare war or pull out, of the conflict.
Live by Hal Kempfer, former Marine intelligence officer and founder of Global Risk Intelligence and Planning. Hal, it's always good to have you on and get your perspective here. So the Trump administration says the U.S. objectives here in this war are to take out Iran's nuclear capabilities, its ballistic missile program, and its Navy. What does the strategy look like for the U.S. and Israel? What is it going to take to achieve those goals?
Well, Alex, a lot of that's already done. You may have seen yesterday there were 11 naval combatants in the Gulf of Oman. And there's 0 now. All of those have been taken out. It's not clear how much has been taken out within the Persian Gulf and around the the actual Strait of Hormuz area as well. But they've been hit really hard. I've seen satellite photos showing where the port facilities have been hit. It looks like a number of ships have been hit. Now, they have a fairly significant submarine force for that area. I mean, it's not huge, but it's big for that area. And they can sit quietly on the bottom of the Persian Gulf and cause some huge problems in the Strait of Hormuz. So we're looking at those, looking at sea mines, looking at that. But that's actually seems to be coming along. Tremendous strides in taking out the launching systems, ballistic missiles and drones without launchers. They can have missiles, but they can't launch them. So that's our strategy there. And of course, on the nuclear side, that could get interesting. And that's where at some point there may actually be boots on the ground making sure that they don't have nuclear capability.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how likely do you think it is? The president has left open the possibility of actually putting American troops on the ground in Iran. What's the likelihood you think we see that happen? And what would be the factors that would lead to that kind of a move from the U.S.?
I actually see ballistic missiles, drones, but specifically anything tied to nuclear, anything tied to enriched uranium, the potential of a nuclear weapon, or even a dirty bomb of that matter, or anything tied to weapons of mass destruction. And when I say boots on the ground, it's not like an invasion force like we saw with Iraqi Freedom or Desert Storm. What we're talking about is something really kind of like what we saw in Venezuela. It'd be a special operation, a raid force to go in, and then they would deal with, they go in and take it out. Now, I would point out, this is they just recently, not that long ago, did an amazing operation when Assad's government was still there, taking out a site like some of the sites that they would be potentially taking out in Iran. So they're very good at this. We have airlift capability they don't have. I could see us doing a joint operation together where we provide the lift, they provide the troops, the boots, if you will, and reducing some of these sites.
Let me ask you about this conflict from Iran's perspective here. I mean, it certainly seems like Iran, obviously they have taken a tremendous hit already in terms of the leadership that's been wiped out here, but they also seem prepared for a prolonged conflict here. They're facing this overwhelming assault from the U.S. and from Israel, but they're trying right now clearly to broaden this conflict across the Middle East. We're seeing these strikes against neighboring countries, against oil and gas infrastructure across the region, and they're effectively shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. What is the military strategy from Iran's perspective at this moment?
Well, they're just lashing out at everybody. They think that by hitting this critical infrastructure, whether it's oil refineries or hotels or buildings or whatever in these Arab countries, that they're going to put pressure on these countries to suddenly tell the U.S. to get out of there. It's had the exact opposite effect. I've never seen the Gulf Coalition Council countries come together and pivot as quickly in one direction ever. It was absolutely stunning to see how they all turned and focused their complete attention on Iran. I don't even rule out that
shit loud in
my bad, man.
Those countries at some point may actually join in on these strike missions. They are absolutely livid with what Iran's done, and that's because over the many years they have tried to maintain cordial, most of them for the most part, have tried to maintain very cordial diplomatic relations with Iran. They work with them. It's their big neighbor. May not like them, but they still work with them and they try to be cordial. And then to have this be their immediate reaction, their retaliation is to strike them and to threaten their critical infrastructure like they did, that has really brought these Arab states together.
One quick response here, because we are almost out of time here, but obviously with Iran's supreme leader dead and other top clerics also killed in these early strikes here, the president and other administration officials, they have called for an uprising by the Iranian people to...
But I'm like, who the fuck is giving the orders now? Like, who the hell is telling them to do anything? at this point.
No one is telling them. They're just they know they're going to die, so they're just going out with a bang. That's pretty much what they're doing. Just going out with
That's crazy, man. That's crazy as hell.
They're like, well, we're gonna die, so you might as well just fuck shit up while we got the chance. So
crazy.
To take back the government. What is the likelihood, you think, that we see some sort of a popular uprising in Iran, and how might the U.S. government play a role in that?
Well, I would say, look, we saw it in December. We saw what happened. They took the streets, they controlled the streets, and it was only being able to marshal that more extremist side, like the Revolutionary Guard Corps, that they were actually able to go out there and deal with the protesters in the most brutal manner. They probably killed about 30 to 40,000 of them. If we can debilitate, if we can take out or basically undermine the ability of the government to bring that group together, if we can go after the IRGC, like what we're doing, if we go after some of the more extremist religious police, like we're doing, taking out those sites, taking out those troops, taking out that element, I don't think it's really far-fetched to see this regime, basically be forced out. Now, I do see a very distinct possibility that the regular secular army, the military, and the secular police force would stay in place and might actually ally with whatever the leadership is of the protest movement or the anti-regime movement into a new type of coalition. But there's a long way to go before we get there. We're not talking days. We're probably talking weeks before all that comes about.
Yeah, a lot of questions about what comes next in terms of leadership in Iran. All right, we appreciate your perspective. It's always great to have you on and good to see you. Hal Kempfer, former Marine intelligence officer. Thanks for the time.
Good to see you, Al.
All right, you too.
Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm getting to that point, man. I'm falling asleep, bro.
All right, man. We'll go ahead and cut it off for the night. But hey,
my bad,
folks,
man. I ain't get that.
Folks, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this last little thing. I swear. You had the black folks couldn't stand Trump, but let Trump do something gangster. Now all of a sudden they like him now. Look at this bullshit here. Look at this here.
Like,
to Iran. Don't.
America.
What is the president to Iran in this moment?
Don't.
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care. I don't.
Yo, this nigga is out of motherfucking pocket. Like, he is a real life nigga. Like, he is on D block type shit. Like, everybody like, nah, don't. This nigga drop the location. I'm coming for you. Like, when I see you on site, is like, what, y'all? We is. He from New York, y'all. Born and raised.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
What is the message to Iran?
So y'all have a nice night. We'll see y'all next time. Take it easy.